I can already tell you looking good today.
Thank you. Appreciate it, OTY. More than you know. I appreciate it. I think I have everything. I just need the plate. Yeah, here it is. Okay. Little plate. All right. Hello, everybody. I can already tell you looking good today. That means a lot, OTY. Alex, I can't say the enough, but I'm really enjoying my Manta. Hell yes, dude. Appreciate that, man. Hey, dude. We, Bull and I are honored that we can do that. Like, make people like keyboard stuff, so. Also, if you guys see my backpack behind me, it's because I don't have a better spot for it. I'm trying to figure out where to put bags and stuff around my office. I have no clue. Seriously, Alex, got my Manta early AF and I have not unplugged it. Prior, I switched almost daily. Dude, that's huge. Thank you, man. Wow, such kind words. Hello, everybody. I've already had a whiskey and beer. Friday is Fridaying. Also, Nor, appreciate the Prime, man. Seriously, dude. Now the backpack's all I can focus on. I actually have had that backpack. That was my, was it my very first backpack? I think so. No, my very first backpack was a Manfrotto backpack, which I very much like. However, over the course of moving, I've lost all the inserts that go inside the backpack. So, who knows? Who knows where everything is? I have no clue. And then the Manfrotto has basically been retired. However, I haven't given it away. Or given it up, rather. Even though it doesn't have any compartments inside. That was my second and most used camera backpack. And as much as I do love that one there, I hate the way it looks. It is functional, though. But it is not a looker, in my opinion. I don't really like Peak Design backpacks. I think, while they're functional, they look horrendous. And I'm probably offending people by saying that, because there's probably a bunch of people who own not Manfrotto, but Peak Design. I hate it. I think it looks terrible. But it's my most used one, and I have a bunch of backpacks. But it's my most used one because it's comfortable and it works. But goddamn, I hate that backpack, dude. Thank you, Fire. Thank you. Summer Game Fest just finished, like on Steam. Frodo? No, not Frodo. Froto, I should say. Manfrotto. I need to pronunciate it more. Damn, the Summer Game Fest was mid? Oh, it was on Twitch. What was, anything good? Nothing good, guys? I'm trying to get a board done for 800 treating myself for my birthday, and they're not restocking the Mode 65. They're not gonna. Unfortunately, dude, 74 Crumb on YouTube. If you can message me on Discord, I can take a peek around to see if I have an old one. I don't think I do. I'm pretty sure I've given everything away for Mode 65s. Send me a message if you want on Discord. I can't promise you anything, though. They announced a new Among Us game. Alex will be playing it. No. Dude, I've barely been playing any games. I'm going through my no game phase again. However, I did charge my Steam Deck today. Maybe I will play a game in bed. I didn't sleep. We stayed up until like 3 a.m. yesterday. We just both, I don't know. Just couldn't sleep. Is it a backpack, book bag, or knapsack? Bro, I think I say knapsack a lot. But it feels very childish when I say it.
Hey, Alex.
Z-Rec, what's up, man? How you doing, dude? On Twitch and YouTube? I mean, yeah, I see all the YouTube messages. I just can't have them up on the Twitch screen. Until they implement an official rule in the guidelines, I'm not going to put it in. What was that YouTube homie looking for? I have some Envoy extras. I think they're looking for a full entire Mode 65. As far as I know, just so everyone's aware, Mode's retired most of their lineup, except for the Encore and the Sonnet. And then they will be re-releasing, I assume, everything. Well, I shouldn't say re-releasing. They're going to be releasing new products. Yeah, unfortunately, I can't even. I mean, like I said, I might have one, but okay. Quick question before we even start stream today and talk about random things. Just so I know what to keep on my desk right now. Do you guys want cherry switches? I don't remember what we built the last Keycult with because I rebuilt it on my own time just to check some other switches and how they sound. Do you guys want cherry or do you guys want like a random HMX switch? I think I built it with Milky Yellows last time. Cherry? Damn. But like, I'm down to do whatever. You know what? Fuck it. Let's just do a quick little poll. Let's see. Switches for today's build. We have cherry reds, which I've modded, and random HMX stuff that I have. Or Key Geek, one of the two. But it'll be interchangeable because, yeah, they're just both there. Rebuilt it with the Milky Yellows. You could try those new MX2A switches. I heard they're pretty good. Well, okay, just so you guys know too, they're not MX2As today. These are old cherry red switches. Like, I found a batch today, so I don't think these are considered MX2As. These would probably be MX1A, if you want to call it that. Just some OG cherry reds. Flick, I found that yesterday. I was telling Mike that I'm going to have a bunch of choices for people today. And I found an old set of cherry reds, and I was like, dude, I should mod these. And I modded them so interesting. They are done with a recycled spring, because I had these really good springs from Key Geek switches that I harvested that have a good tolerance. And I was like, let me just use these instead of just like opening a brand new pack up. And then I used 204, and then the filming, I ended up filming it. I don't think I needed to, but oh my god, just the spring and the lube made these sound otherworldly. Like, they sound really good. Alpaca switches, I don't have those. I do not own those, my friend. Did you harvest these from a 2010 Corsair Gaming? Well, I did harvest them from something, but it was a long time ago. Hog, thank you so much for the tier 1.
Also, hi.
Hi, man. How you doing? Dude. Yes, man. They don't need films. It's a wonder what they did differently. Yeah, I ended up filming them just to like habit, but they had LEDs at one point, but I took out the LEDs and just got rid of them. I scrapped all the LEDs. Alpaca, it's not 2021 anymore. What else can I tell you guys? Not a whole hell of a lot. Today was just a Switch modding day, part 3, because I have to go through so many things to mod. And then I slightly did a cleanup on things. Got the shirts today, they're nice. Hell yes, dude. Honestly, if it wasn't so cold in the basement, I would be wearing just those shirts, but my god, it's freezing. You're 11800? Let's go. No, this is... Fuck, what set is this again, guys? This is not Blur Bowl. This is... Hootie? No, this is not Hootie. Toozy, that's what it is. Toozy. Toozy on the manter. And then some other news. Schema comes in on Monday. Maybe. I don't know yet. Monday. Perhaps. Guild Wars 3. Oh, really? Guild Wars 3? Wait, what's Guild Wars 3 going to be about? I'm kind of curious. I don't want to stop stream to go look this up, but... This is the one thing I might go look up. I am a long-time Guild Wars fan. I played a lot of Guild Wars 2, but I played more Guild Wars 1. Cool. I don't want to... Oh, shit, dude. Dude, I have to say, I kind of replayed a little bit of Guild Wars 1, like sort of kind of recent. So good, dude. It's so good. It's 1,000 years before Guild Wars 1 Original Gods. Fuck. This might be an insta-play for me. And I don't really care for MMOs too much these days, but the thing I liked about Guild Wars is it never really felt like an MMO. So wait, when does this get released? Did they announce like a day, or is it just kind of like a general announcement? Tuzi's a rabbit in Chinese. You technically don't pronounce the I. Oh, really? Just 2s? Betas in 2027. Shit, next year? Rolly says, I want to ask, I try MX Black Hyperglide lubed and filmed spring swap, broken 4 MIO on my NV70. I try no foam, but sounded like thin. Well, unfortunately, Rolly, the only thing I can really tell you is Hyperglides tend to sound a smidge thinner. It might even just be the choice of switches. I'm not a big fan of Hyperglides personally. It was anything labeled with Hyperglide. I think they're its own separate mold. Maybe I'm wrong, but I'm just not into them. I do feel like, yeah, you might have also caused it to sound more thin if you broke them in with 4 million actuations. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the Hyperglide mold. Never have been. Dude, I know some people love Hyperglides. I fucking hate them. To me, they're like the worst cherry switch in existence. I cannot stand them, dude. Oh my god. Okay, we're doing the Keycult. Just as an FYI, today's stream is obviously sponsored because I am a contracted employee of Novel Keys. I am just looking at the board today. We've already given the board a look at, I guess, a fair shot the other day anyways. So, keep that in mind. Also, this is the number 2 series of Keycult stuff. Nothing's changed. Literally 0 things. There's nothing new that has changed with Keycult number 2 series products. So it's the same old, and if you like the Keycult number 2 series, then you're in for a treat. Nothing's changed. What does the number 2 represent in 2026? A final pending piece of history, or the start of something new for Keycult? I no longer look at Keycult that way. My little take, which might stir some feathers, I think Keycult is a product line, and I know this sucks because I obviously want to, give credit to the original designers of this, but I look at Keycult now as an extension of Novel Keys. I think with all the problematic issues Keycult themselves had towards the end of their run, it's Novel Keys really who really just decided to say, hey, let's make these products, and they're taking care of the entire pipeline of this product now. So it's not really it's a Keycult design, sure, but everything is being handled from the NK side of things now. So I look at it more, I mean, it's 1000% for the best. I do think Keycult has a piece of keyboard history which I really appreciate, and it was the not hype board, but it was the premier board, I would say, maybe when I first got into the hobby. I wouldn't say a cash grab, no. And I think it's one of those things where it's cool to see it still being sold. Would I like certain changes with some of their old designs? Absolutely. Do I think it's wise to change them? Yeah. But I also think it's almost novel to not change them too. Just to leave it as is. If you remove the history and collector value, does the number 260 still do exceptionally well in 2026 compared to more modern customs? Performance-driven stuff like that, when it comes to exceptionally well, and I'm not saying this to mock you at all, Lou, but it's not. There's nothing exceptional with keyboards these days when it comes to internals. I feel like a lot of people have a certain set of things, and if it hits the bare min, we'll just use the Manta for example. The Manta's it's pretty standard fare from the inside. So as long as it hits standard fare for the inside, where it works and it does its own thing, then I think it is fine. Where I think the number 260 is, I guess, interesting is maybe not so much for this run with the exception of the stone, but Keycult's always done really interesting things with patterns on the bottom and the shape of the board, the silhouette. I still think from that point of view, like the outside point of view, the number 260 is, I mean, the number 2 series in general is still, I like the look of it. It was something I was very into when it first came out. Like, it was the first raffle I ever went out of my way to enter a few times until I won. But yeah, I think it looks great. The internals, same as they've always been. I've never had issues with the internals of the Keycult, like the way it sounds and feels. What I don't like about the number 2, which I've always said, is the way that it installs. But that's just also part of the quirk of the number 2, right? So, design-wise, do you have keyboards that you just absolutely love other than the Manta? I love the Ori stuff. You know, the Ori products, they're pretty. They're sexy-looking keyboards. The Mode Sonnet, specifically from Mode, was one keyboard that really just made me really appreciate side profiles of a keyboard. I like when people do different things with materials. So, for example, we'll use Rabbit from Machina. Rabbit does incredibly cool things. Like, do I still have it over there? I do. One of the more interesting products that I got to look at. Sorry, I have to move this out of the way here to access this one. Is this guy. So, this is the Tiga, and this was done with this like really cool speckled carbon fiber Toblerone on the back, if you want to call it that. And then he decided to use Alcantara suede on the bottom. Which, I mean, like, when you look at something like this, it's simple in nature. Like, this is a very simple keyboard, but it is so interesting that they managed to use different materials like this. You know, like, just so cool. And I think stuff like this really captivates me. I think there have been impressive keyboards that do exceptionally well on the inside, where I'm maybe not as into it on the outside. Comes to mind like Salvation. Salvation was really cool because of what they did with the mounting system. Another thing that comes to mind even is the Class 60. Along the same lines of the Salvation, but I actually preferred the Class 60 just a smidge more. So really cool keyboards like that will always come to mind too. I actually really like this board. I just need to get a fixed PCB for it because this particular PCB, for some reason, there's like 4 keys that do not work. Part of the prototype, but really cool. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Like, that's kind of like what comes to mind, you know? All right. Actually, you know what, too? The number 160 and the number 1 series from Keycult's always been like a looker, too. I've always appreciated it. You know, there's a small part of me that I had a few number 160s, gave them away, really regret it. So, the Shkamanta, is that what we're calling it? And then this is the new finish for the number 260, which I gotta say, I know I said this last time. This is a lovely, lovely finish. It has a slightly different texture. I don't know exactly the method of what was applied to this. But Mike had mentioned that this was, I think, one of the same finishes from the Seneca, or he was inspired by the finish on the Seneca. I don't know if it was done by the same people, but holy crap, this has like a really nice like feel to it. It's a lovely color. Like, I would love a Keycult in this color without, I'm gonna be honest, not the shiny bottom. This is the shiny bottom here. The big old stainless bottom. I think this is a PVD. Now, there is a little bit of rippling on this. I don't know if I just need to wipe it down, though. But you guys know me with shiny bottoms. Not a big fan of shiny bottoms. It is, yeah, this is a huge piece of stainless steel. So, price-wise, this is 100% the most expensive one, but it's the sexiest for sure. Am I in a Keycult? No. I don't think so. Very, very pretty, though. Extremely pretty. Dude, I have so many keycaps I want to put on this today. Like, I even think something bright would look super sick on this. I don't think we need to stick to something that matches the case. Bro, Flick, I don't got that keycap set. But, I mean, very, very, very pretty. Okay, I think I have a solder PCB we're going to be using today. I know it says number 160 on it, but this is just old packaging. Let's actually grab my knife. You guys are going to be so mad on what I actually want to put on this. I think you guys will legitimately stop watching my stream. Alex, you are right. I do not need a shiny bottom. Your smile shine. Thank you, dude. Alex, I can send you river hose. I mean, I don't think it'll get here, but we're finished stream. A wrenching would look sick on this, actually. You know what? I think stone and orange also always go super sick together. You know? I'm wondering if orangey in particular might be a bit too saturated for this. I almost feel like, what's the other orange one? Ada, is it? Ada would also look really good. Marsh Cadet would look sick. I low-key want to put mutagen on this. I think mutagen would look freaking sweet on this, dude. But I already know y'all are not gonna make. You guys are gonna like lose your mind if I put mutagen on this today. Muta Greg. Okay, thank God the daughter board's in here because I actually had a little bit of a panic attack this morning. Because I wasn't too sure where the daughter board is. God, I have the hiccups, dude. Okay, little side story. Maybe TMI. I've had the worst stomach ache for like the last like 2 days. I cannot. It's finally settling now, but oh my God, dude, it's been awful. I don't know what I ate. Bowl, Mr. Bowl, Bowl keyboards. Oh my gosh. I don't think it's stress. Like, I will admit, I've been a little stressed from work-related stuff, just because, like, I don't know if you guys know this, but Canada is now in a technical recession. So I think there's a small part of me that is slightly stressed out about those kind of things and, like, you know, making ends meet. But I don't know if it's simply that. But yeah. Bull V2 leaked, guys. It's 5 liters. Bull barrels. Oh, wait. Would you guys buy a Bull barrel? I have no more Manta Extras. That was my only one. I ordered a few Manta Extras for myself, and then I ended up wanting to keep them all. Because I'm stupid. Bull showed us the new Bull stuff. This Bull guy's a leaker. Bull showed us the Bull Bulls and the alexotos collab colorways. This Bull guy's a leaker. Does he have photos of him or something? I don't even have photos of him. Alex would never leak? Never, ever. I've never done that. All right. Got a little PCB. Did we decide? Oh, shit. I wish there was a way to look at the history of polls. What was the poll winner? Does anyone remember? Oh, Menu sent pics? I didn't know. It was HMX. You know what? I'm actually not mad about that, dude. I'm really not mad we have HMX. I'm kind of like low-key glad because we already did cherry switches in this, I believe. All right. Cool with me. I guess we'll do some stabs first. Let me get some cherry clippers. That is my preferred one today. But it's a Keycult. Why aren't we living in 2022? I kind of wish we were back in 2022, to be honest. Dude, I love this color. This color's so good. You have to admit. Is this going to be Novel Keys pre-order like the 260, or is this a client build? This is a pre-order. I think they're literally live right now. Have a nice weekend. I just want to say warm regards from Indonesia. Hi, Ross. How you doing, man? Hello, hello. Ball spin? Which one? You get to pick. I guess I'm doing HHKB, so we're doing only 3 stabs today. It looks like such a nice greige. It is very pretty. The silver one? Actually, you know what Mike should do? I don't know if it's possible. The stone colorway and the fidget toy. That would be sick. The next giveaway? I have one last thing for now to give away. We'll give it away at 200 subs. And it's going to be the Lamy TKL. Oh, did I put 65? Oh, shit. Hold on one sec. Let me stop spinning. We'll respin. I need to focus on fixing that. You know what? It's because I was thinking of my own 65 today. Alex, yeah, I did a little silly. Oops. Well, I mean, we still know it's the 260 because it's on stream right now. Whatever. Can I even edit the... I'll edit it later. Whatever. Here, we'll respin this. A BB-8 orb would be sick, dude. That would be hilarious. Hi, Alex. Watching the stream and building my Tangerine Manta. So happy right now. Dude. I'm so glad you guys are liking the Mantas. I took mine apart today. I put it back to grommet because I wanted something... I know this sounds silly. I kind of wanted something a smidge quieter for my Manta. And I think the granites, like the current one I have right now, the granites and the grommets sound like a nice, like, neutral sound. It's because I had a slight bit of a headache and I didn't want to go full silent switches because I don't really have anything right now built with full silence that I have access to. How am I feeling? I have no complaints. A little, I think, I don't even know how to word this. I mean, to be honest with you guys, there's always a little bit of stress here and there, but I think I've been weirdly stressed the last few days, but I think I'm coming around now for the weekend. Been trying to find time where I can just really woo-saw. I don't know what HMX we're going to use yet. I'll show you guys some HMX. But I haven't really found the time to really sit down and relax. Every time I say I'm gonna, I never do. Well, I'm definitely going to chill tomorrow. Well, actually, no. Tomorrow... Oz, we're having major thunderstorms, so we're gonna move that to next weekend because it's supposed to be like an outdoor thing. But Flick, thank you so much for the sub, man.
But gifted a tier 1 sub to Trampoline. They have given 40 gift subs in the channel.
We have bad weather this weekend too. I think it's already started because I think it got really dark before I started streaming. It's supposed to be like really bad thunderstorms. It was dreary all day. It was nice today, but kind of bad like afterwards. Manta owners get subs? Thanks, Flick. I saw HMX is rolling out their new switches that utilize a different material on the bottom mask compared to the bottom housing. Interesting. Do you have a link? I spent lunchtime by the pool. I'm jelly. We did one errand today. Apparently, it's the ultimate clack. Egg yolks. Dude, I feel like I've heard of egg yolks before. I don't know, man. I've definitely heard some really clacky switches in the past. Let's leave these here for now. Overcast is better than sunny. I actually kind of like the sun. As much as I don't really sit in the sun, like I kind of like the fact that it is sunny. Like it just makes me happier, I guess. I don't know. Unikisa was saying it's the mega clacks of clack. Fuck, you know what? This sounds stupid, but like, wouldn't that be like too much? Isn't there like a limit to how like bright you want to switch before it just becomes like obnoxious? I don't know. Do we have to place orders separate for the plates? No, they're including aluminum wing. I'm between stone and stainless and navy and silver. I mean, dude, if you're willing to ball out, the stone's a beautiful color. Perfect time for a stream. Locking back, lubing a batch of milky yellows using pour-on films, kind of digging the look. All the black and the creamy tops there. It is a fun look, huh? I mean, they look like fully modded, ready to go when they're like that. All right, let's grab this guy. Might have to order a few brushes from Swag Keys. Minu Keys is a sale on Yellow Pros for like 9 CAD per 36. Oh, really? I actually just ordered a whole bunch of extra switches for modding for you guys. I have a whole bunch ready. Yeah, HMX now has a method to separate the bottom housing from the center post of the switch. Oh, interesting. I mean, that will be really cool to give us more sound profiles, but very, very interesting stuff from HMX. Must be nice to say, ooh, I like stone/stainless and didn't check the price. It is a lot more money. Hey, man, like I said, if you're willing to ball out, that's a cool ball out thing, but the all aluminum versions of the Keycult sound really good. I almost feel like there's no need to ball out if you don't mind the colorways. Granites are perfect. Anything clackier is too much. Granites are very subdued, which I appreciate. They're like a really subdued clack, which on certain builds, like on this one here, I really, really like. Not gonna lie, I already grabbed a few egg yolk switches to try. What are you gonna install it on? It's like $685. Yeah, it's expensive. It's an expensive finish for the stone colorway and the big old piece of stainless steel. Autocorrect kicks my button here. Always multitasking while watching your stream. I swear I'm actually literate. No, you're all good, dude. Dude, I've been doing it. You know how I realized I was really... I realized I was really overworked personally. I was typing up an email to someone. And I think like everyone, after you're done writing your email, you go through an autocorrect. Or like you go through and you check your spelling. Fuck, bro. Everything was like either spelled wrong. I forgot to put spaces. There was one where like I spelled something kind of backwards. And I'm like, what the hell am I thinking? So I had to like, I think that this was today, and I'm just like, I need to take a break. What's the best 65% keyboard you used this year? Damn, everyone's saying Manta. Damn. Wow. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. The Yara? The Yara was really pretty, too. I still think the Yara could have been my contender for one of the prettiest boards if they had put a little bit of that internal design on the outside. The Secret was really pretty too. I actually really like how affordable the Secret was too. Alex, do you want to try the new... Wait, do you want to try new Eve 65 colorways with 1.6 mil PCB maybe off stream? Did I not build with a 1.6 mil PCB in mind? I would love to see the new colorways, but I feel like that'd be something I'd want to do on stream though. I really wanted to like the Yara because I love Porsche, but I just didn't see enough of the car and the keyboard. Outside of that, it's still gorgeous. It is a gorgeous keyboard for that reason too. It is just a pretty overall board. But I agree, I really wanted some of that internal to show on the outside. Saint, thank you so much for the tier 1, man. That is very, very kind of you. Oh, do you guys have links to the new Eve color? I didn't even know there was new ones. If you guys have links, I kind of want to look. Would love to see those. Speaking of 65s, I saw that Gion confirmed the F165. That's going to be a tempting purchase. I don't know if right now I need another 65 in my rotation, but fuck, I kind of want that. I should review the Craze. I mean, I don't... The Craze pricing is really good. I'm a little... I don't know. Hear me out. I want it to be perfect. But, it is... I don't know. It makes me go like, is there going to be an issue somewhere down the road? I'm always a little skeptical, you know? Like, I want to be positive, though. Let's see. New Eve 65s. Let's see what we got. Oh, shit. They got like a... Oh, these are nice. They have a yellow, a lavender, a pink, and they had a blue, but the blue's sold out. Cool. Eve 65 is so good, dude. If you're ever in the market just for like a really, really bare bones, not bare bones rather, but just cheap, good keyboard, Eve's great. I had the First Light blue Crazed keycaps from Serachi, and I didn't like how deep it made the keyboard sound, to be honest. Oh, I mean, that's just ceramic keycaps, though. What do you think of the best HE switch off the top of your head is? Hey, man, I've tried a whole bunch of HE switches right now, and let me tell you, I still keep going back to the Gion Raw switches. There's something about them that I like, but I don't know if you can buy these separately. I would say probably the best HE switch that I've tried so far, though. But it was on that TMR board, and I'm not sure if it's cross-compatible. I never checked. I really liked those ones from Low Free. I don't remember what they were called. They were included in the purchase for the Heisen, but they had leafs inside of them. They were like a hybrid HE switch. Those were fantastic as well. $49 is so good for the Eve. If you order from Swag Keys, it does get a little pricey for shipping. I don't know if Divinity has them in stock, because Divinity, I think, was one of the only vendors that had them in North America, I believe. But maybe Keybay Tech too. I don't remember now. Do you not like ceramic keycaps? They're just not my vibe. I'll be honest with you. I don't like the sound profile of them personally. Is it possible to to purchase separate top lockers? I don't know. You would have to ask Novel Keys directly about that. I don't think there's currently a way. Are you going to be shipping giveaways soon? Yes. I didn't ship them this week, only because I'll be honest with you guys, I haven't really been 100%, like, feeling-wise. I think I've been kind of, not under the weather, but, like, I had weird headaches, stomach problems, so I've been doing kind of, I hate saying this, but like I've been doing kind of like bare minimum this week. But yeah, I need to send you guys all, for the winners for the last few days, I need to send everyone the forms still, I believe, too. But everything else is shipped out for winners. I think it's literally, it's only for the new giveaways this time around. I normally ship, be honest with you, once all the giveaways are done. But I've been being a little bit more like quick with it recently, especially last giveaway. I apologize though. I'll ship those very soon. The Shelby 6501 looks so good on my desk and sounds amazing. That was a good win. Shelby 65 is fantastic. I appreciate it though, Yami. Yeah, me too. Today was a tough one, man. Today was my stomach was like screwed today. So bad. Divinity will carry them, but it's going to take some time for them to arrive. Yeah, they're probably going to ship them by boat. Most likely. Is TKD still doing stuff these days? I don't know, actually. I don't think so. Are they still doing stuff? Shark, what's up, man? Thank you so much for the raid, bro. Appreciate it, dude. TKD was STR, I thought. I don't know if they're the same or not. I don't have information on. They could have been different. Maybe they just kind of got consumed by them. I have no clue. That was VTX, I'm lying? Yeah, because I know TKD did different coatings, and I don't know if those coatings are still the ones that like STR does, or I have no clue. TKD is basically Vertex. Yes, everything's a sub-company of something. How am I? I'd say fairly well today, Shark. How about you? I was playing a little bit of Diablo last night. Got nowhere in the game, so I ended up just playing some Slay the Spire with a friend during the day, or during the night, and then that was pretty much it. And then I ended up watching some true crime documentaries because I couldn't sleep. I watched like 3 of them almost in a row. One of them was actually really sad. They're all really sad, but one of them was like extra sad to me. The only thing I've heard from the group is the board menu is making that beyond. I haven't seen anything new from China from them. Yeah, I'm not too sure, guys, about some of the other stuff that's going on with that. Been watching The Burrows. What's that about again? The color looks so good on this. I know I love the color on this. Okay, we're doing a split backspace because I don't want to get yelled at today. And then we're going to be doing split right, not split left though. Alex, do you ever play competitive games online? And if yes, do you use Hall effect boards or mechanical? So games, I think I'm strictly using Hall effect on that computer right now. The reason why is because I kind of actually, I found use for Hall effect stuff. And I know there's still a large amount of people who think Hall effect stuff just isn't worth it for gaming. But the one thing I will say is, outside of even some of the performance stuff like latency, the one thing I do a lot is fine-tune my sensitivities per game. So for example, I did this recently. My girlfriend asked me to play one singular match of Valorant with her. I loathe Valorant. It's the worst game, almost the worst game in existence. So I decided to play with her. And during the game, I was actually, even though my keys feel great from when I'm playing like Diablo, I was pressing the key, like everything was too sensitive for me, or not sensitive enough in certain areas. So like I switched the profile really quick in between games. And it felt great. So that's like the one thing I will say about Hall effect is like on the fly profile switching for the actuation, which you just simply cannot do in MX. You just have to pick one and you live with it unless you have multiple keyboards. That is the single largest piece of Hall effect thing that I use. It's really good. I think that's like my faves. Oh gosh. Honestly, love my Gravistar V60 Pro in terms of feel. I mean, dude, the Hall effect stuff, if they're done well, like they all feel great. It's the sound that's not like 100%. I went to bed late because I had to deal with some messages on Reddit that they were part of some new scam ring going around for the last month. They were trying to hijack accounts. Oh shit, dude, you got to be careful with that stuff. I don't talk to anyone that I don't know on. I mean, I barely talk to anyone on Discord these days. All right. Val, not the worst league exists. Man, you know, listen, I don't want to start a war in chat right now. I actually think Valorant's worse than League of Legends. They're both equally awful in certain lights, but I cannot stand playing Valorant. Has to be like legitimately what, how? All right, we're going to have this conversation. Let's do it. At least in League of Legends, I feel like you're not like, there's two things, right? Obviously, like, I know you can mute people, right? But at least when you start a league game, at least from my experience, you can get the awful toxic people. But like half the times with League, you kind of do your own thing for the first 10 minutes. Then you kind of, you know, see where people end up being kind of shit or toxic. Dude, with Valorant, it's like off the fucking rip, bro. Like, terrible. And then with Val too, like, literally, I think we played, like I said, 1 or 2 matches. We had to wait in between matches because people were dodging because they didn't get characters they liked. And I know that definitely exists with League, but it only exists if you do quick play. Or I guess, sorry, ranked. But, dude, I've had less... I played a lot more League games than Val. And I've had more bad experiences in Valorant. So, doing the math, I think I dislike Val more. I'll never forget that one day where I played Val, and that my last ever game on Valorant was someone losing their mind because they couldn't, or they insta-locked the character and then threw because they just weren't having a good day. And I think that was like my last straw. Alright, let me get to the HMX switches for us. 1 sec. Let's see. Like I said, it might be Keygeek. I'm not sure what I want to use today. Dota 2 is toxic from second 1 and won't let you escape for 40 minutes. Dude, I have not played too much Dota, thank freaking God, but... Okay, these are not ones I want to use today. Are these the ones? Yes. Although I don't know if these are HMX or not. We're going to be using these today. Let me quickly check my order history for what these are. I don't remember. There are too many switches. Way too many, dude. 1 sec. I'm pretty sure these are Keygeeks, but we'll see. Are these T2s? I don't remember. Let's see. I'm just checking right now. 1 sec, guys. Yeah, T2s. Okay, we're going to use Keygeek instead of HMX today. Equally as clacky. Steak too juicy, lobster too buttery. I have not had a lobster in a long time. I like to line up this one first switch here. Did I get it? I bent the pin. I think these have a bit of scratch too, which, I mean, I'm pumped for. What the hell? I'm building one more set for my Manta. What switches do you recommend? I built one with blue cheese. You know, if you've already built with blue cheese, maybe you go tactile. If you don't want to go tactile, I really like my TTC XPTs in them. I think those sound great. I do like the color match plates. I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of a sucker for keyboards like this sometimes. I think it only works for certain colors, but I mean, this looks fantastic. I prefer Manta over Lobster. What the? I haven't tried the factory lubed one, Shark, but I can't imagine it being super great. I've never really cared for TTC's factory lube stuff. Lobster 65 when? Oh. Give me 1 sec, guys. 1 moment. Hello. Sorry, guys. Manta 2 buttery? What are we doing that's buttery? Is that a pen tray from Bull? Oh, yes, it's a pen tray. Bull and I have worked on a small little pen tray. All right. Buttery popcorn is the only thing I want right now. Okay, guys? Only buttery popcorn. Oh, man, these Keycult switches are being a bit of a pain to put in. Who's the guy interrupting the chair stream? Okay, I might have to solder in 4 corners first. What Ascension are you in Slay the Spire? Don't make fun of me. We're only on Ascension 4. We played a lot, too. Dude, for a while, dude, we were struggling on Ascension 2. We just could not get a good run. Like, we were getting terrible cards. And then one day we just got it, and then we just cleared Ascension 3 no problem. And then we only tried one attempt on Ascension... what's it called? Ascension 4? We've only had one attempt, which... I think we saved, because we're doing duos. We saved right now just because we're not ready to continue. Actually, you know what? I shouldn't do this one here first. Let me solder in the 4 corners. These Keygeeks aren't really sticking to the plate too nice. It took me and my friend like 2 or 3 weeks to beat Ascension 9? Well, I can't even imagine being on Ascension 9, bro. Ascension 9 sounds wild. Have you seen the Veneno concept from Toro? No. Do you have a link? Do you? I missed a whole bunch of messages. I apologize, guys. I'm scared for Ascension 10 because there's 2 Act 3 bosses. Okay, Silver, question for you. On Ascension 4 now, is it just me or did the map get larger too? Like, are there more things to battle before you get to the boss? Because we I don't know, like we did like one quick look at it today and I'm like, this looks longer now. Just renders? Do you think memory and SSD market affect keyboard prices? No, but they affect the camera prices. Or camera storage. Dude, SSD cards are so bloody expensive right now. Like, I'll tell you guys the truth here. Where's my SSD card? I had a 512 gigabyte. I don't even know where I put it. I had a 512 gigabyte SD card. It's not the fastest of all the SD cards, but I looked up my old receipt and I remember paying about $200 for 512 gigabytes. Mind you, the new ones, because this was a while ago that I bought it, the new ones that I looked at today for 512, that are a decent speed. Let's see. The one that I looked at was 350, which I thought was pretty crazy, because I'm like, I don't remember these ever being that price. Let's see, what are some of that? But yeah, like, actually these aren't that bad if you go with like the cheaper brands, but 150. But yeah, the SanDisk Extreme Pros are the ones that I usually get just because of like read-write speeds. $390 for this Extreme one here, which isn't even that fast. And then the price of, I guess, CF cards too, which I've never had a CF Express card ever because of the prices. It is crazy. Alex, do you want me to DM you the renders? I'd love to see those, yes. The map does get bigger the higher ascensions that you climb. Are you guys finding A4 hard with one less potion slot? We cleared the first act, and I don't think I used potions all that much, so maybe not. I think DIY PC market is dead. Dude, who's affording that right now? Like, legitimately, who can afford doing that shit? Oh, trampoline. This looks fantastic. Interesting back. Very interesting back. Sport, thank you so much for the tier or the prime rather.
I have a 20 terabytes hard drive at work, haha.
Yeah, I'm holding on to whatever I have right now, so. $4,000 5090 and no update for no one, or for so long no one. Dude, I dread the day that my computer decides to shit the bed. I'm not looking forward to that. My 8 to 12 terabyte drives better not die. I mean, you have very sufficient space. I managed to snag a 5070 Ti for under MSRP. Damn. What cameras am I running for stream? I decided to go the route of buying some cheap Sony bodies. I bought 2 Sony bodies, both used. These are the EV10Ks, I believe, or EV10S or whatever. And then some kit lenses. That's all I need for stream. Nothing more. The only fancy setup is my face cam. Only because it's a camera that I bought a long time ago and I didn't really feel like buying another one of these EV10s. So this face cam is using a Sony A7R II with a Zeiss 50mm Sony. It's not an actual Zeiss. I don't even know why the word Zeiss is on it. Probably coatings they put on the lens. Okay, I need to better adjust this. I have 4 terabyte left on my 14 terabyte help. $4 terabytes is still a lot though, isn't it? I guess maybe not these days. Ben, thank you so much for the Prime. I appreciate it, man. All right. Next step. The rest of the switches here. Everything is just so expensive. Keyboards are still the same, at least for now. I think keyboards slightly have felt a little bit of things. Like a little bit of like, I don't know, price increase. I thought you'd be running 2 FX3s or something insane. Damn, but quality looks crazy good. I am a humongous camera nerd. And let me tell you, most modern day cameras will all give you the same results. And more than anything, it's the lenses that you use if you really want to consider gear, and also how your light is. Gear is an extremely diminishing return. Unless you need something extremely specific, you will not get much from your gear. Sorry, I'm going to take this one here out and just use the plate fork. Like, I know myself, I have very specific wants and needs for some of the stuff that I like doing with cameras. But like, holy, sometimes you just get nothing from your cameras that you wouldn't get from like a small body that you can just pick up for cheap. FX3 is just a flex, basically all the same, basically all about the lens for this kind of stuff. Yeah, and I feel like FX3 and stuff, like all those cinema cameras, and I know because I have an FX30 as well, but it's one of those things where like you get it for very specific reasons. Like I got mine for a specific reason because whenever I feel motivated, I do YouTube stuff, which has been a godsend to just have that camera sitting on the side doing like cinema stuff, I guess, if you want to call it that. Past that though, like stream cameras, I've never spent a lot of money on stream. Only once have I spent a little bit of money on a stream camera, and I was very disappointed. Invest in lenses before an expensive camera if you're a newbie. Lenses hold their value much better. Exactly. In fact, one thing that I tell a lot of people that ask me about cameras for keyboard stuff, you may even find a better investment buying a good lighting system. Have you seen the Nikon ZR with red RAW? I have not really looked into that particular one. However, I still feel like unless you're shooting something that needs all that like specifics, you're probably still better off buying a cheaper camera body and really learning and honing in on your skills with all that. Because a really good camera body that gives you all the bells and whistles will only ever do so much for you. Besides, I think lenses, just like Oz said, dude, lenses are so good to pick up. Get yourself some good lenses and you'll be in a good spot. Gaming, editing, 3D rendering, design, soon to be 3D printing. I want to do 3D printing so bad. I'm just fed up with hearing the word AI now. I hope it ends soon. Okay, this is not me dismissing how people feel, by the way. Can I give you guys a piece of advice? Very unsolicited, and I apologize. I am not a how can I word this? I'm not really an AI guy myself. However, to a degree, it's part of a lot of stuff now. There are some useful implementations that at least I've found a little bit of value in. But there's also a lot of pain points with AI. I'm hoping in the future they figure out how to work out the pain points. One of the biggest pain points...
This one goes out to all the cherry scratch
you got it
lovers.
Working finally.
If you want peak scratch, find boards from the early 2000s 2019. Gamer and typist boards from around then can usually be bought for garage sale prices, and that cherry era is notorious for the most scratch.
Thank you, Gingy. Appreciate the bits. Yeah, I agree with that. If you guys want to ever harvest switches, old boards are the best for that. Yeah, so what I was gearing up to say is AI has pain points. One of the biggest pain points for AI right now, in my humble opinion, is figuring out how to run the AI stuff without data centers being extremely bad for communities and in the environment. That is like number one. Number two, the generative side of AI has its uses casually, I feel. But I don't really think in its current state it's any good. But again, I don't want to dismiss it, because I feel like if you start dismissing like new stuff that comes out, even in its early form, you know, like I hate being this guy, man. But like, I'm sure everyone here has had parents who've dismissed technology as it's come around, and then you being like the kid at the time or younger at the time was like, no, you just don't get it. I'm not saying AI is good, but I'm saying I don't want to dismiss anything before it gets worked out. Like there are 100% like very bad things about AI stuff, which I'm hoping get worked out. Hi, Chayo, how you doing? It's actually it's useful to actually engineer as amplifiers. Like, for example, for a creator like Alex, he can use Cloud Code to organize his terabytes of footage and how he wants to. Well, actually, I don't really use... I'm going to be honest with you, 74. The only thing I have used AI for in recent things, I've used it for two things and consistently probably use it for two things. Number one, transcripts of videos. It is extremely easy for me now, thank God, to get a good transcript and not have it say a whole bunch of things that I don't actually say, where I can review the transcript of the video that I just made and go forward from there. That has actually saved me crazy amounts of time. The other thing that I use a lot of AI for is when I do writing. I used to have a subscription to a place called Grammarly, and it did well. Like, it was fine. But like nowadays, I can just I can just say like, okay, well, here's my sentence structure. Does this make sense? I've actually stopped using it more recently because I'm actually learning from my mistakes. So I'm kind of using it as like a teaching tool. But I think that's primarily the only other thing I've really been using AI for. The AI generative art stuff and even like AI generative backgrounds don't work. Like, they don't look good to me. And I know prompts and all these artists and stuff like that, but there's also like moral issues with using some of this AI generative art. But yeah, the only thing I'm really using it for is scrubbing through some videos and helping me with grammar. That's it. Other than that, I really haven't found a big use for it myself, but again, I don't want to dismiss it. AI initiatives have laid off the people in my company and made life so much harder because of the mistakes it's made. I have read about that, and listen, layoffs are always going to happen for one reason or another. AI, I don't want to say AI is the reason, but like, bro, let me tell you the truth. If not AI today, it's some other stupid fucking reason for layoffs tomorrow. All right? I really, really, really don't think companies, like big corporations, it's not AI. It's just whatever fucking excuse they can pull out of their ass for the week to do layoffs rather. Don't let them fool you. Okay? That's all I want to say. Yeah, it's greed at the end of the day. Don't let them fool you. Don't say... And you know what? For the companies who are maybe replacing people with some AI stuff, there's been tons of real-world examples right now where companies have... I don't remember every real-world example to give you guys, but I've definitely read a whole bunch where the AI stuff has been like biting them in the ass. So, interesting. Very interesting. Cheaper option. I don't know, man. Here's a great example. AI help desks for when I'm buying stuff online. AI help desks fucking, sorry for my language, they freaking suck, dude. I don't know any company right now that's getting off using AI help desks who are like, hell yeah, dude. We're 100% growing as a company because of our AI help desks. I guarantee you that shit's doing more damage to their business. Because like, even, okay, was it yesterday? No, 2 days ago I needed to contact a company. I had to go through the long and tedious chore of going through their AI help desk to see if it can help me before I can actually go speak to someone. I can tell you with the utmost confidence, because of that experience, I will never shop from that company again. It was just a local store here that like has been relying on AI. Like they got rid of, I guess, whoever was the chat person, or maybe the chat person only deals with people who go through all the AI. But I probably won't ever, because honestly, when I need help, I don't want to spend another 20 minutes going through their AI help desk. Even, I don't know if Amazon's really been pushing that. I think they have. But like, I've been shopping less and less and less from Amazon because when I do need help, and it happens, like sometimes they get the orders wrong, I don't want to go through the AI help desk. I want to just go speak to a human being. And it's kind of annoying. You know, like it's kind of bad. And again, like, I personally have been stopping shopping from a lot of these things. Leak Store, it's just, I don't want a Leak Store. It's just a local place, but they didn't do anything wrong. I just don't like the fact that it took forever. Using AI to respond to your Discord DMs? No, I'd rather just not respond than use AI. But like I said, again, despite all of its pain points and even the stuff that I have issues with when it comes to AI stuff, I don't want to dismiss it. I think it would be, I don't know, not foolish of me, but I think it would be a little bit maybe ignorant of me to dismiss new stuff that comes in and out, you know, of existence. Where did I get the plate fork from? This one's from Novel Keys. It's actually... Oh, no, sorry. This one's from Gion, but I got it with the Novel Keys Classic decal. When you think about how good Amazon CS was 10 to 15 years ago, it was great. Dude, I remember when I needed... Like, I remember there was like a few orders which I got from Amazon. They came in and they were wrong. And you'd be off help desk, like chatting with them in like 5 minutes because they'd help you so quick. These days... I feel like the process is so tedious that you almost want to give up. And maybe that's by design, that they make you want to give up so you don't bother contacting customer service. But yeah, again, it just makes me not want to shop from those people. There's a study from MIT on about how learning on AI makes people less cognitive abilities, basically become more stupid. So wait, learning on AI. So like if you were to learn something that AI teaches you, I get the reasons why. Like I totally get that. But I mean like my real world example of like me needing help with some grammar stuff that I never learned before and using AI to like help me with my grammar, then not having to need it again is interesting too. I think it's more AI becoming the crutch, no? Not so much people like saying, hey, can you tell me about, you know, like, I don't know, World War II. I think what's happening is research is a skill in itself, and AI kills that. Ah, man. Would that be AI, though, or would that just be the internet? Because I feel like you don't have to go searching for information anymore. It's the first hit, usually, on everything. To some degree. Both? Yeah, I would actually say I agree with Insty on that. Maybe it is a combination of both. AI is just scraping Reddit a lot too. The kids are so screwed because of AI, at least in America. Well, the other big issue that I have with AI, which, you know, maybe I should have touched on too, is AI makes a lot of stuff up too. And trying to learn on AI on sensitive topics or just topics that maybe require a bit more in-depth knowledge, AI has been proven to literally make things up. Yep, they're confidently wrong. So confirmation bias? Yeah. But like I said, even despite all the issues, I want it to be better. Okay. These Keycult switches were... I mean, maybe it's the coating on this plate. Maybe I have to mention it to Mike, but... these were tough to get in. Holy crap. Do long pull stabs actually make a difference when using long pull switches? I've never needed to use them. Have you guys ever felt the need to use long pull stabs? I feel like this is a community given answer here. All right, I think this is good. I'm good to solder it now. By design, big LLMs cannot know what they don't know. They just have knowledge cutoffs based off the date and training was done. That's a deep combo. This is a deep combo about AI happening at the moment. Yeah. I mean, as long as everyone's respectful, deep conversations are fucking awesome, dude. These are long pull stabs? No, these are not. Although I don't like the way this is sitting here. Okay, let's solder. Ow. Pricked myself with something. Grok, is that true? Little off topic. I think I need to go get a tetanus shot soon. I feel like I don't remember the last time I got one, and I don't know if you have to get those often. Should probably look it up, but I was working on something the other day, and then I cut myself like, I guess can't really see. I ended up like scratching myself a whole bunch on a piece of metal. It was clean, but I probably still should probably go. I was thinking about it this morning. You have to get them every 10 years? I've definitely not got one in the last 10 years. I think my last one was probably like 18 years ago. I should probably go get one. Every 10 years is crazy. I did not know that. Well, maybe they told me, I just don't remember. Do you guys go get yours every 10 years? From rusty metal? Yeah, luckily nothing I touched was rusty. But I was thinking about it. Yes? No? Glad I'm not the only one. But maybe we should all go, guys. I have a good doctor, and she reminds me of things like this. Wish I had a family doctor. I have a question. Doesn't soldering secure the switches in place? How can the board still be hot swappable? Wait, what? This one here is not hot swappable. I'm soldering right now. This is a fixed solder PCB. But hot swappable... I don't have a hot swap PCB like on me right this instant. Hot swappable, you would not need to do this at all unless you're mil maxing. Mil maxing allows it to be hot swappable. It's not from rusty metal, it's from animal bacteria. Wait, actually? Quick question, chat and Alex. I want to try the O-ring on my Manta, but the screw stabs are making it stick out. Oh, if you use screw-in stabs Jedi, unfortunately you won't be able to do it. You need clip-ins. Well, damn. Alternatively, I don't know if you can, but maybe you can try a thinner O-ring. I don't know how well that would work. Or you could do those like PCB snaps or whatever. Tetanus is a bacteria? Okay, I don't know. I gotta look this up afterwards. I'm getting hella confused. Shit, what time is it? Fuck, 1:20? I've been streaming for 1 hour and 20 minutes. Okay, I gotta focus up on actually building the keyboard now. I've been way too all over the place. I did try PCB snaps in the Manta. Probably need to try them again. I feel like that was at the very, very beginning when I was doing prototype Manta stuff. Bull probably would have designed and ran another board by now. Yep. Coming from soil, saliva, dust, and manure. Interesting. I always thought it was something to do with rusty metal. Rust ain't gonna hurt ya. It's a metal oxide. Well, damn! I just learned something. You can get the shot, but likelihood of it ever affecting you is mostly bound to how often you're around animal poop or around animals that are around animal poop. It's a lot of poop. Fascinating. I didn't know this. Honestly, I didn't. I don't know why. I just always thought it was something to do with rusty metal. Banger painting, does it? Anyone know if GMK or other vendors will run Dandy again? Not that I know of. When we millennials were young, they told us it was the rust. Yep. I've always blamed the rust. I wonder, designers said they're looking into it, if I recall. Designer, God, I'm drawing a blank, but I know who the designer is. For Dandy. Oh shit, I feel terrible. He was such a nice guy too. You're going to mention their name, and I'm just going to be like, oh, that's the guy. I'm Gen Z and free of tetanus. There it is. I do have a question. What happens to GMK IP that with X6 game vendors? Well, I would assume it's tied more to the designers. Sour, that's it. Sour, yeah. Sour's such a nice guy. But I guess if a vendor designs something and they exit scam, I don't know. I personally, it's like free range at that point. Like if they're going to be dickheads, and it's not really like, I mean, let's keep it a buck here. It's not like there's a trademark going on. I'm picking some colors. Just pick something slightly different. I'm not sure. Circular fillers on the corners and edges. I don't see them on mine. I've noticed near the Minty builds. Circular fillers. Do you mean those little black dots over here? You can leave them on or you can take them off. Totally up to you. If yours didn't come with them, though, reach out to your vendor. That'd be really weird if they didn't come with them. I took mine off. Huh. I would still reach out to your vendor, D-Wood. If no one can help you with that, send me a DM. Send them photos as well. But yeah, I end up taking mine off anyways because I don't love them, but you're supposed to have them there. It's optional. They're just really meant as like alignment / semi-force break, I guess. Honestly, I don't feel like it does a whole hell of a lot. Got mine from Bolt. Yeah, send them a DM. Send them some photos. It's a very odd thing. Maybe they just didn't get put in. Valve Supply and GMK Electric comes to mind. Man, Valve Supply. Unfortunate. Very unfortunate with Vala. Another fact like the Rust one, cotton is just cellulose, which is glucose, so your clothes are mainly carbohydrates. Does that mean I can eat them? It's coming from here. The fan is the white noise. Do you guys like white noise? I used to kind of need it to fall asleep. Now I don't need it at all. I found back in the day it helped numb my brain. Actually, dude, my CPAP machine is pretty quiet, I have to say. Although, I'm having that problem with my mask again, which I don't know what to do. I can't find a good mask. My mask keeps slipping off. So my machine just keeps reading like not good fit every single time I fall asleep. Dude, they're super irritating to find. A CPAP helmet, honestly, if they made one, I'd probably give it a shot. Did they actually make one? What kind of white noise did you use to sleep? Doesn't bother the person sleeping. This is back when I was by myself. I don't think I would listen to it now because it would probably bother my girlfriend. But I used to use it all the time. Shaped like Vader's helmet. The side sleeper mask, man. Is that the one just for the nose? So I'm pretty positive I have a deviated septum, and I have a nose one too. But the nose one always ends up... I can't get those to fit either, man. The mouth / Can you send me a link, Jedi? Or maybe you already have. I don't know. I bought one last time. It just didn't work. I really rate it. I think... Do I have the F20 as well? CPAP masks are so bad. I fucking hate them all. I should try one of the other ones that I have again. When I originally got fitted for a mask, I had the Dream Fit one, and that's what she told me was the best, and it sealed properly, and I literally have never used it just because I tried to seal it, and it just popped up every 2 seconds while I was sleeping. But maybe I should just give it another go. The mouth and nose one is pretty brutal. I have to use that one there because it's the only one that like I can breathe through. The nose one just keeps popping off and like it makes me jolt up awake every single time. Man. The woes of those stupid CPAP machines. Although, when I do sleep with it, it feels great. Don't like the way this one here is sitting. My girlfriend and I use white noise machine because our cat likes to groom herself in the middle of the night and the sound wakes us up. Oh, really? It's that loud? I'm kind of shocked. According to my girlfriend, because I'm not the one that I don't even never heard myself snore, right? Apparently sleeping on my side helps a bit. But I find recently I have not been comfortable sleeping on my side. I think I've been gravitating to being a sleeping on my back kind of guy. Even deviated septum, it will work. Which one, Drew? Sorry? I have allergies and deviated septum too. Yeah, and I have this weird thing, which I don't know what it is, but I think it might be my pillow or something. After I fall asleep, or I guess as I'm falling asleep, one of my nose gets really plugged up. But it's only when I'm asleep. If I lay down during the day, my nose is fine. And neither one of them get plugged up. And I can breathe just fine. Alright. Let me quickly just go wash my hands. I sleep on my stomach personally. Stomach sleeping is also something I used to do a lot of. I love sleeping on my back though. I think sleeping on your side is better for you, right? Turbinate hyptro... Wait, I want to look this up. I need to look this up afterwards. Copy. Stomach sleepers are crazy people. Hey man, don't even knock it. I used to do that all the time. Sorry. What do you mean it's wild? Wait, can I ask a question? Why is it wild, guys? Wait, actually, this is a really pretty color switch to go with this particular keyboard. I think this is really pretty. All right, let's open this thing up. So, you know what? I'm just going to do it like on this side. So, we have to open it from this side. What am I doing? We perceive stomach sleepers as suffocating themselves. Do we? Is that a thing? I get unscrewed? I did, okay. Old, thank you so much for the Prime. Appreciate it, man. Okay, this can get moved off to the side here. Stomach sleeping makes you less hungry when sleeping. Is that a fact? Man, I have a bad habit recently of wanting to eat before bed. The last few weeks, I've been doing that a lot. like 1 or 2 hours before I sleep, I just kind of want something to munch on. I need to stop. I've noticed it actually has been affecting my sleep and a little bit of weight gain too. I know it's a bad habit. That's the shitty part. I know it. Chew gum? Oh, man, I honestly hate chewing gum. I loathe chewing gum, dude. God damn, I was thirsty. Alright, where'd I put the daughter board now? Where'd I stick it? You should not eat before sleep. It's so bad in many ways. Dude, I know. Like, the thing is, I really, really know. But I get hungry, and I can't stop myself. I can't stop myself, dude. I feel like I get hangry, to be honest with you. Like, and I really, really, really hate admitting that. Oh, actually, did this not have screws in the bag for this? You know what? Let me just get 2 screws. Must have 2 screws around here somewhere. Have you tried drinking some tea before bed instead? No, but I probably should. That's not a half bad idea. Mint tea helps with cravings? I'll do that tonight. Because I'm hungry right now, but I know we already ate dinner. And I don't want to eat in the next, like, 2 hours. Because I've been trying to fall asleep at around 11 tonight. I'll give it a go. Banana with peanut butter? I feel like that's still not good if I do that, right? Another fake tea enthusiast? Wait, Insty, what's the best tea? What should I be drinking? What is the best one? No, there's no giveaways happening right now to the person asking on YouTube. Earl Grey? I actually really don't like Earl Grey tea. Sorry, guys. I'm not a big Earl Grey fan. I do not like the way it tastes. What is that, Insty? Hunger occurs as a habit of eating food at a certain time. Well, fuck, I'm creating a habit. That ain't good. It helps your muscles relax, stabilizes blood sugar. Dude, I love peanut butter. Peanut butter's so good. Eat some buttery popcorn. Yeah, dude, I was gonna do. I legitimately, this guy knows me, dude. Sent it. I was gonna do that tonight because I was gonna see if my girlfriend wanted to sit down and watch like a documentary or something, and I was gonna like, you know, make a little snack for myself, make some popcorn. This guy knows me. Popcorn's my biggest vice for snacks, and then chips. I mean, hey, you know what? I can try to ask her if she wants to watch Severance. I'm not gonna hold my breath for that though. Oh, hold on. I forgot to put in the daughterboard cable. Alex, time Avo out. Why? What happened? What did he do? He called me mid? I don't know, man. I feel weird typing Evo out for that. Because you guys, like, I met both you guys in person, so I feel like it's like picking a friend at that point, you know what I mean? I ain't trying to do that. Okay. Blaze is looking for deeper Switch recommendations for their Neo 65. Blue Cheese is sold out. Do you have any other recommendations for them? 1 second, sorry guys. Fuck, Blue Cheese is hard to beat. Y2's maybe, yeah. I'm with Infinite on that. It is. That is a tough one to compete with. Oh, curry switches from Gatoron. If you can find, well, I guess EF, which is still Gatoron. If you can find curry switches, I feel like that's not a half bad pickup. Okay, I gotta screw this in now. Can we go back to the days where there were only like 3 switches to choose from? I'm just, dude. Wait, what am I doing? I need to put the top rib. There's no way that they're sold out already, though, are they? Like, I feel like that's so quick. Didn't Blue Cheese just restock? Sorry, I need to focus on the build. Keeves and Cable have them? There you guys go. Blue Cheese. Blue Cheese sell it immediately? Damn. I was gonna say, didn't I just place an order for Oz like not too long ago? Although I pre-ordered yours. A lot of people end up spring swapping Blue Cheese switches. I don't think there's anything wrong with the stock springs. I actually quite like them. If you don't mind the weight, I'd say keep them. Akko Rosewoods. Also not a bad switch. I don't remember those being just as deep. All right. Almost done the build today, guys. Alex really switched up on KTT Roses? Bro, get out of here. I did mod my TTC XPTs, only lubing them. So technically still mod it, but also not crazy mod it at the same time. All right, now my least favorite part about this. Getting this weight on. That reflection though? Oh yeah. I wish there was like a cable pinch. I might have to use some tape here. Just so I can keep this cable from going crazy. But I do wish the Keycult had like a little cable pinch. So you can actually like not have to stress out about the cable. I feel like not a huge ask. You got 10 minutes before the game starts? Which game? Nuh-uh. I ordered a lot of Nixies. Don't even say I hate them. You can't say I hate them anymore. You literally cannot. No, Nixie Pocket era is not over. I'm going to bring it back. All right. This turned out sick. What switches should I use from the Manta? What's the most... Want the most clack as possible? Okay. I thought the HMX Orange Boys... Were they HMX or Keygeek? Well, the Orange Boy switches. Those were really nice. And then also Bison Bumblebee linears. Very nice as well. I haven't tried too many super duper clacky switches with Manta. Okay, would you guys be mad, by the way, if I put mutagen on this tonight? I really think mutagen would look sick on this. Like, do you want this classy or can we make this fun? I don't know what we're going to do. I'm just as confused. Mutagen forever? Nah, not modern mats. I think modern mats would look beautiful on this, but let's go for something a little diff. Serica? I don't have that tramp. I don't have Prussian either. I have Signet somewhere, but if that was already used for the photos... Okay, you know what? Can we please do Greg? Or me, Greg. Jeez, I don't want to do Greg. Mutagen? Mutagen? You guys said Mutagen Greg. That's why I said it before. Mudbeam would be beautiful. I'm actually down for Mudbeam. You guys want Mudbeam? No, I don't want to do Greg. That was a slip of the tongue. Slip of the tongue. I don't know if Evil Eye would look good on this. Okay, Mudbeam or Mutagen? Let's just see what chat says right now, because I'm not going to put a poll. I'm too lazy. What the fuck? Adam is abusing mod powers. That's it, bro. That's it. Adam is losing. Okay, you know what's happening? More important than this keyword right now. The sword is being transferred back to Annette. Adam has lost the sword. Annette will be getting it back next time I see Annette in chat. So until then, Adam can keep it, but we'll be swapping. Bro can't take a joke? Do you guys think a moderator like Adam should be joking like that? What do you guys think? What'd he do? He banned the word mutagen after I said, tell me what you guys want. Yeah, I do feel like we have to pull it now. We have a... Okay, we'll do mutagen or... Yeah, okay, I can't even spell it. Mutagen or... What was the other thing we're doing?
I vote Chayo for mod.
Yeah, you know what? If both of them start misbehaving... Here, quick 1 minute poll, guys. Go for it. Mutagen or Mudbeam? Are there mod bylaws? Yes. They're in my head, though. They're not published. They're only up here. Alright, looks like mutagen is not winning. Okay, we're using mutagen this week, though. Or next week. We have to... I'm going to put it on the schema. I don't give a shit. Please don't do 50-50. Don't do that, guys. I beg. If it's 50-50, I'm going to pick someone random in chat and they can tell me which one. Weesh. Weesh. What do you want? You pick Weesh. Nah, I'm picking someone random. Weesh. I just saw Weesh chat. Ain't no way he got up right now. Mutagen? There you go. Mutagen it is. Let me go get it. Even the box. Mutagen's sick. Don't talk shit on Mutagen, dude. Predictions? Yay or nay? I guess so, right? All right. Is this set gonna be messed up? Yes or no, guys?
Mutagen is sick, yet looks like illness.
It's not. It does not look like illness. I mean, technically, it is supposed to be like a mutagen, right? Mutation of some sort. Some sort of thing under a microscope. 2 minutes. Yes or no? Will this set be messed up? Because this is a brand new set. I have not opened this yet. 2 minutes. Go ahead and. Oh wait, what? Hold on, guys. Hold on. I don't know what this is. I guess this is from last time. Hold on. Don't do this. Who did this? It was me. I did it by accident. It was just auto set to that. Hold on. How do I cancel it? Is there not a way to cancel it? You can just refund? Can you do that for me, Insty, or no? I think you just hit delete. It doesn't work on OBS, though. Okay, thank you, Insty. Can you run the actual prediction properly for 2 minutes? Professional streamer? Sometimes. I'm going to open this one here up. This is not part of the prediction. This is the child kit. I just want to open this one here up separately. I don't know how well these are packed. I've never opened these before, so I'd rather not predict. This one, it's only for the base kit. So go ahead and vote. Or predict. Yup or nope. I've never seen a child kit come in a big, larger box like this. Yeah, this one here was not very well kept. Dude, this looks so good. People hate on Mutagen, man. Mutagen's sick. Better TV, guys? Oh, is it not working right now? As far as I know, Mutagen's an actual photo that someone took, right? I forget who the designer is, but I think these are real photos. It's based off of something real. It's like dyes or something like that, or some sort of pigments that they put under a microscope. Well, I'm going to show you guys once Mutagen's open. We're just doing voting on Twitch. Don't forget to vote, guys. Spend your points. COVID? A fart under... Okay, you know, you guys are being unnecessarily mean to this beautiful set. Oh, people are scared of Gambit today. No one wants to lose their points. Alright. I gambled everything. I mean, there's still 500,000 in there, so... Alrighty, here we go. Actually... Yeah, I guess we can just open it from this way. Shake it? No. Unless. Cool card. So nice. Thank you very much, Mamba. Appreciate you, dude. All right, here we go. Let's see, let's see. Row 1 is looking good. Dude, I don't care what you guys say. I love this set. This is so nice. So nice. Gork, thank you so much for the Prime. I don't think that counts, right? Hold on. Well, it doesn't even matter. Never mind, it's messed up. The usual is messed up. It's messed up. Alright, and then I'm going to use these as the bottom row. I think this looks sweet. Let's put some keycaps on. Well, the delete is flipped over. It's messed up. Delete is messed. I know already. I know Alex. Wait, sorry. I already know Alex made a deal with the doubters before stream and shook the box. Nuh-uh. I did not, bro. Did not one bit. I think I need to get another little vial of lube. Okay, I'll do that after this in a second here. Let's do system and system. Okay, that's all I want to do for that. Can you use full green? I really want to use this white row on the bottom. I actually think it'll look sweet like this. Dude, I love this. I think it's so freaking cool to see this set in person. Foundation would have looked nice. I agree. I like it. Nice mossy green. I mean, but yeah, dude, we could have went with a nice safe set like Mudbeam. But I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong with this. Although, hold on. That one switch felt a little heavier, but I think it's just the lube is a bit thick on it. This is fun to see, but totally not my style. Hey, man, you know what? I appreciate the respect there. I don't think mutagen's for everybody. I think it's super cool, though. I like the slight bit of scratch these have. Is that on purpose? I'm wondering if this is like just a random byproduct of what this switch is. Let's see. Let me see if I can find this switch again. This was T2's scratchiness. So it is intended to be scratchy. Cool. Yeah, pretty nice. And then just give me like 1 moment after I'm done putting switches in, because I want to go get a syringe of lubricant. to touch up the stab a little bit on the space bar. Am I insane for wanting to see mutagen on a pink keyboard? It might be cool. I don't think you're insane for that. I love my Leica. Film seems to be the move lately. Are you just enjoying the vibe of taking a photo and knowing it's a bit more permanent as well? The Leica is a fun camera. Leica glass is also pretty nice. Stepped caps lock. Hey, can I just say, this is not looking half bad. I know there's going to be people who are going to wholeheartedly disagree with me. I think this is pretty cool looking. Backspace. I don't love it on this board, but it's a cool set. Yeah. Celine is nice, Gingy. That's a nice looking set too. I agree. I need one more. I need function. Oh shit, I totally forgot this has... I've never seen this in person yet. Maybe we can use this for the escape key. I forgot this is in here. In the base kit. So nice.
It looks like watermelon. Also, goddammit Alex, you sneaky man, you soldered the caps lock to the stepped position to avoid using control like a normal person.
I just like my stepped caps lock, okay? Also, thank you so much, AMD. I appreciate the bits, man. Alright, and now I just need the function key. Function. Alright. This one went on this one. I'm vibing with this. I think this looks sick. I don't care what anyone says. All right, let me quickly just get a syringe. One sec, guys. Did I not? Did I run out of the other one? Might be out of syringe lube. Let's see. Might be. Damn, I ran out of that quick. And the bait only comes in base color? For what, sorry? Would a white enter add contrast? I don't know if a white enter would look super great on this. Am I actually out of loot? That would be a devastating blow right now. To my wallet, of course. Primarily my wallet. Oh, I found it. I have one left. I knew I had one, but I gotta order some more. A wooden keyboard with this too, I think would look pretty sweet, yeah. I won't disagree there. What? I actually like the white bottom row. I'm vibing with this right now. I want to watch Obsession. It looks so good. Dude, this looks so good. I like this as is. Green is better. Man, I actually really like the white bottom. Oh, fine, I'll switch. Are you guys all unanimous about wanting green rather than white? Here, I'll just put it on quick. It doesn't take long. Hold on, this is a tough one to take out. I'm always getting peer pressured. Every day.
What are you doing, Alex? No, 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 no. Put the white back. New IT doesn't deserve this. Fake chat is wrong, please.
Okay. Let's do Alt, and then System and System. Alright. Is this better? Either way, I actually think this looks cool. Well, the spacebar has to be darker because it can't be dual shot. The trick around it, though, from what I understand, is I attempted it a little bit, but it didn't turn out super great because I don't have enough paint. Is you can put white enamel paint on the inside, and it should like brighten up the spacebar technically. Dual shot to set. Double shot, I should say. I actually really like the way this looks on this board. I think the stone complements the green. All right. I think that I like the white bottom row. Dude, I actually did like the white more, but it's okay. I'll put it on later. After Insty doesn't yell at me. So, actually, let's take a look at the board one last time here. Here it is.
Guys,
with
please
Mutagen.
vote white bottom row on the poll, please.
There's no more poll. I'm not listening to that poll. Here it is. I think this looks really cool. I love this stone. Man, this in like a sandblasted like steel would have been so nice too. What a great color. So pretty. We have the bottom, which is going to be, unfortunately, a bit of a fingerprint magnet, but it's okay. Is Keycult doing drops on Novel Keys? Novel Keys basically runs all Keycult products now. All right. So here it is with the T2 switches from Keygeek. T2 switches are a bit scratchy, but apparently still feel smooth. That's like the the tagline of them. It's using a G1 stem material, an N1 top, and a P1 bottom. Then we're using the aluminum plates and a solder PCB. Let's see what this sounds like. And GMK keycaps. This is very loud. Holy, compared to the last one we did. I don't hate it. It is extremely loud with these switches. Okay, what I would probably do is I really liked when we did the last Keycult build with the cherry switches. I don't know why. The alphas are... I don't like the alphas much, just because I think these switches aren't really my favorite for alphas. I love this spacebar. I actually think if I had mixed the cherry with this spacebar, that would have been a really fun combo. I don't mind the alphas, though, on their own. Very pleasant spacebar though. Interesting. Interesting switches on these. Again, I don't mind them, but yeah, I kind of almost feel the T2 switches are, I think plasticky is a really good way to put it. I've never heard of half of these materials on the T2. I really like this spacebar. What I'm probably going to do, because I have to desolder this anyways to send it to Mr. Diego, because I think he's the next person I'm sending this board to. I'm probably going to give this another go with the T2 as a spacebar and the aluminum one. This is the all aluminum Keycult here. I have granite switches in here right now. The stone is a nice color. Very, very pretty. If you guys want to see what the keyboard sounded like with cherry switches, check out the last build that I did. Phenomenal sounding. You know what? Now that I've seen the 260 in person and I heard it with cherry switches, which is like going to be my preferred switch of choice, I prefer the 260 sound profile. I still like the 160 visually, but yeah, the 260 does it for me with sound. I really like the color of this though. This feels extremely premium with this. Is it worth the extra money over the PC 265? Just me, I would get a 60 over a 65. I like 60 more. It's just me. I don't remember the colors being super... The PC ones were like, what, burgundy and gold? Not my favorite colors for the 265. Not my absolute favorite. This is the loudest switch I have as well, even louder than the B1s. Dude, these switches are loud. I don't hate it though. I don't know if I would reach for this switch though. That's the thing. Interesting though. You know, they almost feel like clickies, or sound like clickies in a way, but not clickies. Also, with all the people asking, I can't believe how long it took for the Mantra Extra to sell this morning. To be fair, there was confusion with that. The first one got refunded because the person who bought it didn't realize it was only a solder PCB, and then I just didn't bother to like make another announcement. This is the stone/stainless one, yeah. So pretty. Can you do a Thocky build soon? I can't keep this one here for more than the weekend. Oops. So I will most likely do another build in this unit. This one here, I have some granite switches in it. Oh god, the sound difference is so crazy. Granites are a little bit lower in volume compared to like a normal switch, because here's the granites in the Manta as well. I don't think I showed you guys the granite version. And then this is that really loud. God, this is a really loud switch. This is a Keygeek switch. I can see my volume meter just spike to full when I'm typing on this. Interesting. Very interesting. Well, overall, I mean, my thoughts are the same on the Keycult number 2. Love the aesthetic of it. I like the sound of it. I like actually the sound of this more than the 265, oddly enough. Don't love the install of this board. I feel like I've built it enough times now where I kind of get it, but also it's not fun for the first time. I think the stone colorway, albeit expensive, is my favorite colorway that I've seen for a Keycult. I mean, dude, I'm not gonna lie, this is a great colorway in general for any keyboard. But definitely one of the nicest colors I've seen for a Keycult in a long time. That is fucking gorgeous, dude. I would probably transfer this into this, though. You can tell they're loud when Alex didn't remove his left earbud. No, I did remove my left earbud. These were so loud that I probably didn't need to. Alright though, guys. That is pretty much it. If you guys were interested in the board, again, this is on Novel Keys. Feel free and take a look. I'm going to take a few snapshots. I might actually do another thing for us too, which is I might move this assembly into this tomorrow. And I'll get some like different sound tests in case people are curious. This should be rather easy. This is hot swap, so all I got to do is change out these two keys right over here. The red bottom on stone could be cool. Oh yeah, that would be neat. That would be interesting for sure. Alright though, guys. Let's find someone to raid for the night. I appreciate everyone for tuning in. Sorry, did I say tomorrow? Tomorrow's not Sunday. Sunday is the next stream I'll be doing. Sunday is going to be an interesting one. That should be a pretty long stream, to be honest. Novel Keys is US based. Alright, let's go find someone to raid. I really appreciate you guys tuning in. Someone to raid. I really appreciate you guys tuning in. That's loud. If you guys want to stick around Sunday, maybe we'll reach a giveaway point. But until then, thanks for tuning in. Let's go raid Mikey. Oh, what's the... Nope. There we go. Alright guys, enjoy the rest of your night. Sleep well. Get some good rest, please. Lord knows I probably will too. I need it. You guys have a good one though. Bye-bye everybody, and talk to you later. Good night.